Titanfall 2 is a masterpiece. It's a title many people think of when discussing games with fluid, fast-paced movement. Even today, many games try to replicate it, but in my opinion, none of them come close. I've been speedrunning the game for around a month now, and completed it dozens of times, but for me, it never gets old. This video does contain spoilers, so if you haven't played it, please do so. You will not regret it. Now without further ado, let's dissect why this game is so amazing. We can't talk about Titanfall 2 without talking about the movement. The movement in this game is the perfect example of easy to learn, hard to master. It's easy to understand a lot of the basic movement, but if you choose to look a little deeper, it gets way more complicated. At the core of movement, there's the slide. Sliding gives you a boost in the direction you're facing. The problem is, this momentum isn't infinite. You will start to slow down after a while. This is where slide hopping comes in. If you time your jumps just right, you can preserve your momentum for a lot longer. This may seem like a lot, but it's just the start. To gain more speed while sliding, you have to do something called air strafing. Air strafing is simple to understand. While in the air and holding the crouch button, if you turn your camera to the side and press the corresponding direction key, you will gain momentum. This video will not cover lurch because, well, I honestly don't feel like explaining that, but there are plenty of other videos that do a great job teaching the player about movement. Another essential part of movement is wall running. If you jump onto a wall while moving forward, it'll start a wall run. To gain speed, you can jump off of a wall as soon as the wall run starts. This is called a wall kick. Okay, so that was a lot. And that doesn't even cover all of the advanced tricks, but I think we should save that for another time. The story of Titanfall 2 is amazing. You play as Jack Cooper, a rifleman in the militia. Jack wants to be a pilot. Pilots are these fast, agile soldiers who dominate the battlefield with their advanced movement. Every pilot has a Titan. Titans are these big mechs that are, well, insanely powerful. The game starts with us in a training simulation. This is where Captain Lasmosa tells us the basics of being a pilot. Lasmosa dies like 5 minutes later, blah blah blah, who cares, but he gives us control of his Titan, BT, so now we're officially a pilot. Yippee. BT and Jack embark on a quest to stop the bad guys from using a superweapon to destroy the planet Harmony, where the militia's base is located. And yeah, that's a very watered down summary of the story. You may be wondering why I'm skipping so much of, well, everything. And that's because I want to talk about speedrunning. In my opinion, Titanfall 2 is the perfect speedrunning game, and learning all the tricks has kept me hooked for hundreds of hours. If you are interested in speedrunning in even the slightest, in my opinion, this is the perfect game to speedrun. Speedrunning gives you a whole new way to look at the game, and it elevates the experience so much. The level design of Titanfall 2 is what makes it go from a good game to an amazing one. The levels are built with your movement capabilities in mind, and I think the perfect example of this is the level Effect and Cause. In this level, you gain a time manipulation ability, and you're able to teleport from the future to the past and vice versa. The whole level is built around this ability. The speedrunning community for this game is probably the coolest community I've ever been a part of. Everyone shares new strats, and it's pretty tight-knit. I was streaming my first ever run of the game, and a top runner joined my stream. Thank you, Chill Spirit. Everyone was so encouraging, and even though I did awful, it still felt cool to be part of this amazing community. So, in conclusion, you should play this game, and if you have played it, speedrun it. This game will always be my favorite game of all time, and for people interested in speedrunning, it's perfect. I hope this video gets at least one person to give it a try, and if not, I hope it was entertaining. If you want to like or subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. I can't wait to see the future of speedrunning in this game, and I hope you all have an amazing day.